But let's get into this right now. The Blazers have had the last few days off. They're in action tomorrow night. Danny's going to be watching the game in a hotel room at 9 o'clock at night.
Or
unless I can find us a bar.
Unless we can find.
I will find us a bar.
There's plenty of sports bars around there. I got a buddy of mine who lives in Baltimore. Might come out and hang for a little bit.
Hey, that'd
too,
be cool.
So, but yeah, I've got to watch the game, and hopefully it's got to be close because then once the game gets over, I got to trickle on back up to my hotel room and have everything all set up and ready to go to hop on the old Zoom ski.
Look, when was the last time the Blazers played? Sunday?
Yeah, they're gonna have 3 days off.
Ooh, boy, if there was ever a time this team could use some days off, it's right now.
Yeah, I mean they're still
just whether it's mud or just more days of guys in their calves and their hammies and
all the lower body things. Yeah, that's kind of where things sit right now. You know, we get texts into the text line all any update on Scoot, any update on Drew, any update. And it's like no.
Yeah, if we had them, we'd
trust
give
me
you for sure.
There's the official updates. Then there's the ones that I ask about, and it's like I don't check every single day because I'm not going to be that guy. Because a guy isn't going to go from not doing anything to doing stuff
and doing everything.
Yeah, it's like it's going to be a very slow process, and you know, whether it's Drew or and then the other thing is they're on the road, so I can't just like go hit somebody up real quick and easy and be like, hey, what's going on? And then if they tell me nothing new, I can't go up to a player and be like, hey, man, what's actually going on? You know, like that I do that all the time.
Sure.
And guys will give me that stuff. And a lot of times I won't report it if it's like a big injury or something like that. It's one of those things of like, if there's something there, I'll usually hint at, yeah, no, things are getting better. Or, yeah, I don't know, man. Like if I give you the I don't know, it's usually not good.
Yeah, something that's really valuable about this Blazers schedule right now, as I kind of alluded to, you talked about how it was one of the hardest schedules in the league.
It was the hardest schedule in the league, and as of now, let me go ahead and update it. The Kings have bypassed them, and it is very close.
And it's funny because they have the Kings twice this month.
And that's what's going to change here now is that they have the Pelicans, the Kings twice. They play the Thunder one more time before the end of the year. They are done playing the Thunder for the season.
Awesome.
New Year's Eve is the last
until
time
first round of the playoffs. Let's go, bitches.
But their strength of schedule, when you sort it out, it doesn't want to say that it matters, but it helps kind of put it in perspective. The Blazers have like you can adjust it by the strength of offenses that they've played.
Oh,
they have played the toughest strength of schedule by offense in the league by a substantial amount.
Yeah, you have a Minnesota team. I know Golden State struggles, but they still got a dude named Steph Curry. There's an LA Lakers team there a couple times.
It's kind of funny you bring up Minnesota.
City.
Minnesota has the weakest strength of schedule when it comes to offenses in the league. They have the second weakest schedule in the NBA. Oklahoma City has the weakest schedule, but that also because they can't play the top team in the league.
What? I can't play myself? Something I do like about this schedule coming up, it's basically 4 games in kind of the next 10 days,
There's
11
a little
days.
more space in them.
It's really nice. So I'm sitting here looking at this Monday, December 22nd game, home against Detroit. Ooh, I have that day off. Maybe I'll go to that game. Kind of circled as, the maybe not a Drew and Scoot situation, but let's get Donovan healthy. Let's get Shaden a little bit of extra rest. And this could be a nice, I know the Blazers don't play on Christmas Day, but this could be a nice, I don't watch the NBA till Christmas time to like really showcase this team getting out of the holiday.
Yeah, no, it is. And obviously the NBA Cup is the reason why there's that big space this week. So that's what's allowing them to have that little bit of room, and their schedule does lighten up. Like that's the thing is their schedule lightens up, and that's there's for every team in the league, this is what happens. This is like you have these bumps and these blocks along the way. For the Blazers, they have that the group of games coming up where it's like, okay, yeah, you've got the Pelicans, and it's, I'm sorry, I got to scroll back through here. Trying to find my schedule up notes.
Pelicans,
Warriors, Kings twice, then the Pistons, Magic, Clippers, Celtics, Mavs, and Thunder to round out December.
And that big chunk at the 22nd are all games at home. That's guys sleeping in their own beds. And when we're talking about, the again, not the Drews and Scoots of the world, but the guys taking the Knicks, the Denny getting beaten up in the post all the time, the Donovan Clingan being sick, and then Jeremy sick, and then obviously it spreads like a kindergarten class.
7 of the next 9 are at home.
Yeah, and that's nice. That will get this team ready to go. And look,
they're home around the holidays too, which it matters to guys.
It really does. And as a lot of you guys point out on the YouTube chat or on the fan text line, the NBA doesn't give us enough credit. Well, this team is still a small but growing team that
And they're always going to have the most or the second most travel distance in the league because of where they are geographically, and there's no Seattle, no Las Vegas.
Exactly. So let's say we play the narrative that everybody loves to beat the horse on, that nobody cares till Christmas. Okay, well, if that is true, then get this team healthy and ready to rumble. And then when it hits a Prime Video game on December 26th, when it hits a Peacock game on December 29th, or hell, even against the Warriors on January 13th on a Peacock, get that team ready to shine in front of a national team
and get as close to 500 as you can.
Yeah.
Like, there are winnable games that, like I just rattled off. Right? They've done really well against the Warriors. They should beat the Pelicans. They should beat the Kings. Now the Pistons, I mean, they played them.
They
damn
did
well
play them
tight.
tough.
The Magic is a game that they should have won that game.
I am so fascinated by another game against Orlando, but at home.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if that little bit of home juju can flip that script, because the Blazers, you're right, should have won that game.
And then the game they have the Clippers, and boy, the Clippers are bad.
And that's a disaster.
The Celtics are certainly outperforming. I know Ant's going to really want that game. And the Mavs, Derek Lively's been shut down for the season for foot surgery.
And they're about to trade everybody.
So, like, they're in a bit of disarray. So there is a chance. Look, I don't expect this team to, like, go out there. Like, I've got the win probabilities up here. They will be favored in 1, 2, 3, 4 of those 9 games. And in the others, they have above a 40% chance, 1, 2, 3. So 7 of the 9 games, they have above a 40% chance by probability to win those games. Now, they have a 14% chance against the Thunder. But they're also the only team in the league that have beaten the Thunder.
Take that, losers.
So just some things to consider as far as, like, where things are. For me, it's like, can you string a couple of wins together, or can you play above, that 500 ball, steal a game here against a Pistons or a Magic team or a Celtics team? Can you steal 1 or 2 of those, win the games you're supposed to against the Kings, both those Kings games and the Mavericks? Basically, can you, over the next 9 games, can you go 5-4?
Mm-hmm.
Can you go 6-3?
And I think a lot of that is going to fringe on probably what I'm going to watch the most of in this kind of gearing up for the holiday and stuff. Is I'm going to be watching the Chris Murrays of the world. I'm going to be watching the Duop Reiths of the world, the Caleb Loves of the world. When they get their opportunities, if Soko's going to be a starter, I want to see these guys take advantage of their minutes. Like you said the other day about Young. Young had a rough first half against the Grizzlies. Had a really rough first half, but you can see it kind of turn around a little bit in the second half. I want to see how these guys get the opportunities when they do play, because coming down the line, they're going to lose those opportunities. When Drew comes back, when, Shaedon Sharpe is fully healthy, not on a minutes restriction, Matisse Thybulle comes back, Rob Time Lord will always be on the back-to-back, but when Donovan gets his legs on him, because look, there's been stretches where Donovan's played 35 minutes of games in back-to-back games, not necessarily back-to-back nights, but back-to-back games. So I'm going to be watching a lot of these role players, these borderline fringe players, and how they play, because they're going to lose time soon.
The ask is there upon them, and it's that's when those opportunities aren't always there, and so when they do pop up, you do have to take advantage of them. For the Blazers, they've had a good Caleb Love game, they've had a good Chris Murray game, they've had a good CD game. Like those,
even Wap's had a couple good games too.
Like, Wap was huge against OKC. I mean, in that win, they don't win that game without him.
Ryan Rupert doesn't exist.
Roops had a rough season.
Yes.
It's a bit of a bummer, because he's such a hard-working kid. I want him to do well, but I hope that he gets another opportunity and he goes out there and he can kind of shake some stuff off. But no, it has been rough for him, and that's the thing is, trying to battle through that and trying to figure some stuff out. That's the thing that a lot of these young guys got to figure out, and so you're gonna have some time. Guys are still dinged up. Like I said, I haven't heard anything about Drew. I haven't heard anything about Scoot. Those two particularly. From what I've heard about Matisse, it all sounds encouraging. He's into a soft kind of a cast, not even a cast, like a soft wrap on his hand.
And Scoot feels like the way the team is handling it feels like when we all know.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a collective effort of announcing that.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, because it's a hamstring tear, he's just chilling.
Yeah.
Like with Tease, it's a hand. He can do stuff. He can still run. He can still stay in shape.
Except Justin Herbert, he sucks.
No, Tease
I had to.
Drew has got, or Scoot has got to get back in shape.
Right. He's just got to get in basketball shape.
Yeah, not even NBA game shape. He's got to get in shape first. And again, he's not us, but there's a difference.
I hope he's not me. Raymond Felton is jealous of me.
But it's hard. It's hard to do that.
It is.
When you can't move, it is hard to stay in shape. Like, yeah, you can sit there and you can do strength training stuff, upper body, and you can burn calories and all those things and keep the aerobic capacity up.
But if you're not careful, you're the Roger Federer, or not the Roger Federer, the Rafa Nadal, like scoots all of a sudden jacked up top and's got thin legs on the bottom. You've talked about how Dame's had to go through that, about making sure his left leg's not as.
I busted his balls. I'm like, hey, what's up,
not
that
as
skinny
thick of
cat
his
there,
right
brother?
leg. Yeah.
So no, it's that part of that stuff happens. So it's going to take him a little while to ramp up to basketball shape. Then he's going to have to go through getting in game shape.
Right.
And then he's going to be able to come back. It's going to, from the time that he's cleared to start till the time he returns, I bet you it's close to a month.
Yeah. I'll get you out on this, Danny, as I sit here and interview you. I'm just joking. We're having a conversation. You know, I don't know, because I don't see it. I don't see the X's and O's as great as you do. I seem to be pretty happy with Tiago Splitter. If there's anything you would change or ask of in Tiago's approach, do you have anything at this moment?
No, he's tinkering around. He's essentially turned Shaden into a six-man. He's playing 32, 34 minutes a night, but he's moved him into that role.
Because that's part of when I talk about wanting to watch, Chris Murray and Caleb Love and kind of City and these role players who will lose some time, is how Tiago maximizes those players in this time. Because
look, with Caleb the other night, he didn't have it, so Caleb didn't play.
He gets pulled.
It's like CD did have it a couple nights ago, so CD played some heavier minutes. Like that's and the problem for them really is that it's not just injuries; it's that their front court, their guard depth, and their center depth are both just ravaged right now.
Totally,
and it's just so hard. Like, thankfully, they have a crap ton of wings with size. But when those two positions are hit that hard, it's one thing if you've got a wing down here, a backup guard down here, or one of your bigs down there. But no, it's your two deep at your center, and it's your two deep at your point guard.
That makes it real tough.
That makes it really tough, because now you're not going with a backup.
Yeah.
Now you're going with the third and fourth guys. And at your big spot, you're going with your third, fourth, and fifth guy. You're having Jeremy and Denny play heavy load at the five. Like,
and they're just not built for the five.
And against some teams, that's fine. It's a nice change of pace. It's a curveball, whatever you want to call it. But it's not the thing you want to roll out for 20 minutes a night.
No, it's not. And I think you feel a little differently than I do, but I hope that when everybody is back and healthy, we still see some of that tinkering. We still see nights where Jeremy starts, nights where Shaden starts, just to kind of see some nights where Caleb gets in there to see what he can alleviate. Because I know when Drew comes back, it's not like he's playing 35 minutes.
No.
Because that's going to take some time as well.
And there's another guy who's can't do much right now because he's chilling on a calf.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Boy, the only thing scarier than an Achilles is a calf right now, because they tend to be correlated. All right, Blazers are in action tomorrow night. Damn it, I just had this up here and I already forgot. Who do they play tomorrow?
Pels.
The Pelicans, right. That's why I forgot. Because I was like, the Pelicans, yeah. Ugh. Someone's going to look at us real weird in Baltimore. They're like, really? Blazers, Pelicans?
Like, can you throw this game on?
Must watch. What else is on that day? That's what I want to see. That's the fascinating thing, because if we go to a bar and ask to watch an NBA game, what are they going to yell at us about?
Clippers, Rockets, Celtics, Bucks, Nuggets, Kings. So it's a light
Bucks.
slate. There's only 4 games.
Celtics, Bucks, maybe we'll get yelled at.
Yeah, I mean, it's
at least the
Baltimore.
Wizards don't play.
Yeah.
Are they fans of the Wizards in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Are they fans of the Wizards in DC?
I mean, I know there's a lot of DC sports fans for sure.
All right.
I mean, Dusty and I stumbled into a bar. And it happened to be the official Duck Bar.
What?
Yeah, it was an Irish pub. Great food, by the way. We get in there. It's at the official Duck Bar in DC.
All right.
And I was like, you tricked me into this, didn't you?
I plead the fifth. I can neither confirm nor deny that I knew what I was doing.
I'm gonna find a USC bar.
Well, don't
up there.
Don't take out your anger on him on me. I didn't do anything.
Well, I didn't do anything to him.
Well,
This. Well, there you go. That's a little corn impersonation.